Hello everyone, welcome to the video on SAFe Agile 5.1, which is mainly based on questions related to SAFe and Scrum Master. All right, so there are certain questions through which you can check your knowledge if you're really prepared for exam or any sort of certification. So I think this is good opportunity for you to go through this video and check your knowledge level. All right. I have prepared a few questions along with their answers, which will help you determine your readiness. So let's start this video and don't forget to subscribe the channel and like and share these videos if you find these suitable so that your friends and colleagues can also go through these. Okay, so let's start. The first question, PI objectives summarize data into meaningful information that enhances alignment and provides what outcome? Okay, so let's check all the options and guess for the correct one before I come to the right answer. So the right answer is clear products or solutions. Okay, so PI objective summarizes data into meaningful information that enhances alignment and provides outcome as clear products or solutions. So that is the PI objective. The next question is, an effective, safe Scrum Master helps the team improve in areas including quality, predictability, flow, and where else? Interesting question. So again, let's spend few seconds before we come to the right answer. Guess the correct one. So the right answer is relentless improvement. I think this is a common uh, question. I think you would have come across during the preparation, right? So I don't need to explain this one. Let's move on. Why is it important for the Scrum Master to help the team focus on daily and iteration goals? Okay. So why is it important for Scrum Master to help the team focus on daily and iteration goals? Iteration goal is nothing but sprint goals. So there are four options and you can go through these. So the right answer is the first one, to facilitate the team's progress towards goal of current PI objectives. Okay, so when we have the PI planning, there are certain objectives which are later translated into the um, corresponding sprints, right? And when you work as a team on a particular sprint, so duty of a Scrum Master is to continuously help the team so that they can achieve the sprint goal, and eventually when you achieve goals of each sprint you will obviously meet the objective of PI. Okay, let's move to the next question. When looking at a program board, what does it mean when a feature is placed in a team's swim lane with no strings? Okay, so you know that program board is a part of PI planning, right? So when there is a feature which is placed in team swim lane with no strings, what does it mean? So the answer is, if there are no strings, that means there is no dependency, right? That means the feature is independent from all other teams. So it can be completed without any dependency, right? So that is the right answer, the first one. Moving on to the next question. Cadence and synchronization help reduce uncertainty and manage what? So again, this is a theoretical question. The right answer is capacity allocation. Okay, let's move on. Why is it important for a Scrum Master to be a servant leader? Okay, this is a very good question. So as we always know, that a Scrum Master is called as a servant leader for the team. So what's the main reason? So the right answer out of these is the last one. That is to help the team become high performing. Obviously, that is the goal of a good Scrum team, right? So this is the right answer. Let's move on. What is the common reason why a team is unable to estimate a story? Okay, so there are certain options here that like the team has no experience in estimating. I don't think that's the correct answer. Developers do not understand the tasks related to the story. I think that's also not the right answer. Then we have, so this is ruled out. This is ruled out. Story does not include a role. I think that's also not the right answer. So I think that right answer could be this one. Story lacks acceptance criteria. Obviously, because you might have, different assumptions, right? When you talk about acceptance criteria, if it is not clearly defined. So one person might have different perception, the other person might have different perception. So that's why it's very important to have clear acceptance criteria while estimating a story. All right, let's move on. What should a Scrum Master do during the IP iteration? Okay, so IP iteration, if you don't know, this is the during the PI planning. I mean, usually this is the last sprint of the PI. Okay, where team does not really work on all the functional stories, but they are supposed to work on kind of any technical debt or any kind of technical stuff which is like pending since long, so that's how this IP iteration comes into the picture. And what should a Scrum Master do during this IP iteration? Let's see. The update capacity is zero. All capacity plans, calculate capacity plans based on previous PI forecast, remove scope that exceeds capacity. So the right answer would be update capacity. Okay, based on the uh, ruling out all other options. I think this is the best one. Let's move on. An effective, safe Scrum Master elevates people problems with strict confidence to the appropriate levels when necessary, but only after what has happened. All right, so let's spend few seconds, on this question, go through the four options and then check which one is the correct one. I'll read again. An effective, safe Scrum Master elevates people problems with a strict confidence to the appropriate levels when necessary, but only after what has happened. Okay, so the right answer is the second one, that is, coaching and internal processes have failed to achieve the objective. Okay, then only a Scrum Master elevates people problem with a strict confidence to the appropriate levels. That is nothing but like sort of escalating it to the other level, right? Only after all other options were tried by him, like coaching and internal processes have failed to achieve the objective, then only he can proceed with it. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Which two practices are recommended in SAFe for root cause analysis? Okay, choose two options. So when we say root cause analysis, that is of course what happened, like there could be questions, right? So basically the first option would be five whys and the second would be fishbone diagram. Okay, I'll move on with the next question, which is, when is iteration planning completed? Okay, the first answer is option is when the team commits, when the scrum master commits, when the product owner commits, when the time box is complete. So of course I think this is straightforward, when the team commits, right? So that is how iteration planning is considered as completed. Let's move on to the next question. When at the end of the first iteration, the team finishes user stories A, B, and 50% of C, the story sizes are set at these points. Let's say story A has 8 points, story B has 1 point, story C has 5 points, story D has 3 points. So considering all this, what is the team's velocity? This is very good question. You may want to, look at the question and calculate it, and then I will come to the right answer. So look at the question carefully. It says when at the end of the first iteration. So at the end of the first iteration, right? This is very important. The team finishes user stories A and B and 50% of C. Okay. So what is the team's velocity? So team's velocity will depend upon how many points you were able to complete. So the right answer is 9. Now, how it could be? Because you were able to complete 8 plus 1 point story, that is 9. Okay, so that's why velocity will come as 9. Okay, let's move to the next one. SAFe is based on 3 bodies of knowledge: agile development, system thinking, and what type of product development? First is agile development, second is system thinking, and what is the third? That is, what is the type of product development? The right answer is lean product development. C, that is the right answer. Okay. All right. So that's all for this video. I hope these questions were helpful for your preparation and for your understanding. And there are a few other videos also in the channel, so please don't forget to go through those videos to enhance your knowledge or to check or verify your knowledge levels. All right, and if you have comments or any suggestions or feedback or probably any other request, please do let me know in comment section. And thank you for watching this video, and please like it, subscribe the channel to keep updated with the latest videos, and also please don't forget to share this with your friends. All right, thanks again. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye, take care.